What I found strange, a couple things. One, no one knew what to do. Like, are we supposed to run out to him? We have social distancing. Who's going out to him? And finally, the trainer hustled out there and got there. And then the other thing is, and there's a couple of things that happen. And I know pitchers that don't use a screen even early in regular spring training that starts in February and March because they feel like it might stunt their mechanics as far as getting through the ball or whatever. But most guys early on are using a screen just because of protection. You don't feel like your fielding skills or your reaction skills are as good. I'm not faulting that. This simulated stuff is a little different, though. When you start in February and March, the hitters are taking at-bats, not real at-bats. They're kind of watching the ball into the plate. They're tracking it. They might take a couple of swings. The swings aren't July swings or August swings. Stanton's trying to get ready for a big league season. So these at-bats are a lot different than you would usually see early in February, March spring training.
Ron, I mean, it's easy to say after the fact, but we've seen it, camps yesterday. I always took it like this. If there was a chance that I could use that screen to protect me, I was going to do it, because if you're worrying about mechanics, it's hard to react to a ball that's hit back at you. So if you're trying to work on your mechanics or locating a pitch, I never threw batting practice without a screen in front of me, just for this reason right here. And it happens very infrequently, but when you're trying to get ready, what Ron said, this isn't like February and March in Clearwater, in Tampa, in Port St. Lucie, where, hey, the guys are going to go up there, they want to track a few pitches, and, hey, I want to get my timing down. They're trying to get ready. And, I mean, hopefully some guys will think twice about it. I mean, maybe you don't have to do this if you're a guy that throws 98 to 100, but if you're a guy that throws the ball over the plate, you're trying to work on your breaking ball down and away, working on your changeup, you're leaving yourself open for something like this to happen. So I would be more comfortable. This is just me. I would rather say to the pitching coach or Skip, listen, I want to get some work in. I've faced hitters my entire life. I want to go in the bullpen, and I want to get some work done. I don't need to have a hitter standing in there. If he wants to stand in, but I don't want him swinging. That's just me. I don't know how. I get it. You want to have your players, seeing live pitching, but this is what can happen. And hopefully, keep your fingers crossed.
Obviously, with a healthy Tanaka, I mean, the Yankees' starting rotation is, they're filled with gems, including the guy at the top in Garrett Cole.
There's no doubt about it, but you can't ill afford to lose a guy like this. Let's keep our fingers crossed that he's okay. You have James Paxton that's coming off of a surgery. It looks like he's going to be ready. Jordan Montgomery, he's another guy. Loaizaga last year threw some really good baseball for the Yankees. But listen, there isn't a team that can ill afford to lose a number one, number two, or three. This is a 60-game sprint. And I guess every organization likes to have depth, but you could make a case the last 2 years when the Yankees needed to win a game in August, September, and October. Tanaka steps up, and he is not afraid of the big moment.
Yeah, see, he's a clutch pitcher, always has been since he's worn a Yankee uniform. I think that you can work on your legs by your running. You can work on your pitching by throwing off a mound and be ready for these kind of situations. But you can't work on a ball that's hit over 100 miles an hour back at you. And absolutely, of course, no fault of Masahiro. And we hope, all we can do is, like we pray for Freddie Freeman and the Braves, we feel the same way about Tanaka, that he'll be fine. We've read that he's walking around under his own power, so we're just hoping that he's 100% and soon.
Yeah, and hopefully he's back ready to go. Stanton, by the way, few people hit the ball harder in all of baseball than Giancarlo Stanton did, no doubt about that.